I'm eating a jackfruit and walking on this island, which is, I don't know if it's made artificial or naturally, but there is Mao's statue on this island, so we're gonna be walking there for 40 minutes and probably will take a car on the way back. And this is my view. Yeah, we're gonna be taking that car on the way back. There you go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you with me on one of the most unforgettable parts of our trip, starting from Changsha's famous island in the Zhangjiajie River all the way to the majestic Tianmen Mountain in Zhangjiajie. By the way, if this name doesn't tell you anything, believe me, you are familiar with this one. I'm pretty sure you have watched the Avatar movie. And if you have watched that, the mountains that you could see in the Avatar movie are in this Zhangjiajie National Park. So we started our day in Changsha, heading to one of its coolest spots, the Orange Island or Zhuzhou. There is a subway station called Zhuzhou Station right on the island, which makes it super convenient to visit by metro. So the island is basically dedicated to Mao Zedong, and you can see this giant statue of Mao Zedong in his youth. This statue stands 32 meters tall and was completed in 2009 after 2 years of construction. Cioè, è veramente gigante. Direi che è gigante. It depicts Mao as a young man, capturing his connection to Changsha and China's revolutionary past. You know, the Chinese people like symbolism, and the proportions of the statue are also symbolic. It's 83 meters long, representing the age Mao was when he passed, 41 meters wide for the years he led the Communist Party, and 32 meters tall for the age when he wrote a poem about Changsha. Once you get off the metro, you can either walk all the way to the statue, which is gonna take around 40 minutes, or take one of the train cars that run across the island. And if you take it, you will reach the park area in only about 10 minutes instead of a 40-minute walk. Since we had around 4 hours to spend on the island, we decided to walk instead of taking the train car. Ciao Marita. Sì? After taking some photos and videos, we walked back to Zhuzhou station and hopped on the subway to make our way to the train station because our next destination was Zhangjiajie. So it's a long but scenic train ride inland towards the mountain, and once we arrived at Zhangjiajie Way station, we grabbed a taxi to our hotel. We checked in, caught some rest, and prepared for an early but exciting day ahead. Heaven, we sleep, wake up, we think about it. Okay, what kind of arrived? The next morning, we headed straight to the Tianmen Mountain cable car. By the way, buy the tickets online a few days in advance. This ride is a highlight in itself. This cableway is one of the longest passenger cabin cars in the world, stretching over 7 kilometers and rising more than 1,200 meters. It literally takes you from the city into the sky. Quick travel tip: in China, especially at scenic mountains, you will always have options. You can take stairs, you can take cable cars, chairlifts, or even escalators through the mountain. If you've got time and energy, hike. But if not, spending a bit extra on the cable car or shuttle saves so much time and gets you the best views. If you've got around 4 to 5 days in the area, stay in different spots around the mountain and explore more deeply. But with only 2 days like we did, it's the best to take the cable car early and spend most of your time up on the mountains. Talking about crowds, you know, in China, you can always see crowds. We didn't go super early, somewhere between 9 and 10 a.m., because loud group tours with microphones really start around 7 a.m. and it gets noisy. And there will always be a queue. So in summer, the queue for the cable car can be very long. We waited about an hour in August, so just be ready. The second half of the cable car ride gets pretty steep, over 37 degrees incline, and you're high up above the valleys with nothing but glass below this in some spots. So if you're afraid of heights, be prepared, it's thrilling. Once we reached the top, it was around 10 a.m. and guess what? We were in the clouds. Everything looked white, but after a 5 to 10 minutes walk, with the wind pushed the fog aside and mountains and gorge opened up beautifully right in front of us. There are a few essential things you should know. You should never forget your sunscreen, your cap, and make sure you carry a lot of water. We drank 4 liters each and sweated every drop out. Up at the summit, there are mini shops too, so if you run out of water or snacks, you can stock up, and prices there are actually pretty reasonable. Right as you arrive, there is a big map on the wall, or you can grab a free paper map. There's also a bathroom and snack shop nearby. On the wall, you will see photos and information about daredevil skydivers who flew through Heaven's Gate. People really do crazy things. But I remember watching them when I was a kid on YouTube, and I really enjoyed watching them. Oh, oh, oh. Non lo so, però. You know. Mamma mia. Non vedi niente, assolutamente niente. Non vedi niente. Povero. Ti sto torturando qua.
啊，你看那个，那像扎一层滤镜一样，是吧？哎，在这边。Che bello. Wow, senti la rietta, le Alpi.
Com'è?
右下方，如果是超越栏杆的话，用右下方，都看到了吗？啊，天门洞，因为是从山顶上俯视的，所以你们看不到这个只能看到它的侧面。它不是有台阶，好多人在爬吗？那个999级的天梯塔就在。向那里面过来，就那里面。
我等会准备骂人的。把那个雾的视频发在那个快手上，准备骂。他妈的，这上面能看到张家界市区矮的，还有几个破机场，我操，这机场小的，搞笑的。我给你开个视频，那个机场。
哇，
perché è nato
No, no, dai, non credo.
so.
Non credo.
Secondo me sì.
Non credo. As you walk, the trail split into different options. Some are longer, some are shorter, easier, or harder. So you can plan based on your energy and time. We also found a glass bridge section. We paid 5 yuan per person, put on shoe covers, and walked across. It only takes a few minutes to be honest, but if you love heights or want to face your fears, it's definitely worth it.
下一位，来叔叔，叔叔，这里，哎，对了，哎呀，这是阿姨，好，这是阿姨跟我，一二三，OK，往前走，再走两三，两个手一起，两个手，一二三，OK，大拇指一点，再来。
C'era all'inizio, aspetta. Ah, guarda da qua. Ah, all the way there. Not far from the trail, we came across a mountain temple. Quiet, calm, there was a Buddhist music in the background, and it gave the whole area a spiritual vibe. And here is something interesting. At the entrances to many Chinese temples, there is a small raised block in the pathway. You literally lift your foot before entering. This is like symbolizing awakening your awareness and respect for the sacred space you are entering. Further along the hike, we reached a swinging or swaying bridge. Yep, it really swayed. Walking on it felt unstable at first, but after a few steps, you get used to it. Gentleman. Ah, sì, sì. Attento. Aia. Ah, sì, sì.
就在那儿。那边吧。嗯。
我操，那真
记得只要带回。还有每个人。其实，在那个地方把这个记住。
꼴등이 또 뭐라 하더라? 빨리빨리.
Also, along some trails, you will see little prayer corners, little shrines with red wish ribbons or notes tied to railings and trees. These are blessings or wishes left by other people, and I even found one written by an Italian.
Guarda. Dica donna fede per sempre, donna fede dove ti ho portato.
After that, we took mountain escalators down. Well, yeah, escalators on mountain trails. Chinese engineering is wild, you know. So we took these escalators down toward the base of Heaven's Gate, the natural arc carved through the rock. Down here you will see the statue of Alan Robert, a famous climber who scaled the cliff by hand without ropes. Right after that, you'll hit the 999 stairs leading down, and trust me, they feel longer than you think. They are narrow, and after a long day of hiking, your calves might shake. So take your time and watch your step. By the way, 999 stairs are also known as stairs to heaven.
We're back.
So some people start their hike from here, climbing all the way up, and it's one of the most scenic parts of the whole area. You can get a bus from Zhangjiajie city for around 30 RMB, and it's quite reasonable. It's around 4 euros. But we decided to take the cable car, go all the way to the top of the mountain, then walk down the stairs, not up the stairs. So if you have to choose between climbing up the stairs, seeing the Heaven's Gate, and then going to take the cable car, be prepared because you will have to climb all the stairs up.
Oh, che veloce! Not the roller coasters.
我也下去了，下去了。游乐园的走啊，感觉自己掉下来了。即使是掉下来了。
Che bello, adesso posso guardarla.
Speaking of those 999 steps, a few months ago, a car company tried to drive an off-road vehicle up those stairs as a test, which shocked everyone. I mean, come on, stair testing on these stairs? So that's the story of our Changsha Island stroll and our epic Tianmen Mountain adventure. If you're planning to visit, take your time, stay hydrated, and don't forget, cable cars and escalators are there for a reason. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you have been here too, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel videos. Next Saturday I'm going to upload a video about the Avatar Mountains. These are the same mountains that you can see in the Avatar movie, and also about the Pylon elevator, which is the tallest outdoor elevator in the world. It is like 326 meters and it takes only 90 seconds to go all the way up and down.
Bye. See ya.